Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Salvadorini. It is time to get out, explore, and savor that sunshine. So let's hit the road. Our first stop is a whimsical ice cream shop with swirls and sprinkles, but do not be fooled. Tucked just out of sight, a hidden door, a whispered history, and a transformation that takes you from sweet treats to stiff drinks. It's where secrets once flowed as freely as the cocktails do now.
On this road trip close to home, we're taking you to Charlotte's frozen yogurt and ice cream right here on Main Street in Farmingdale. But here, there's much more than just desserts. Nick DeVito and his brother opened Charlotte's in 2014 as a place where you can get some sweet treats and coffee.
We have 16 different flavors of hand-packed ice cream, as well as frozen yogurt, soft serve ice cream, and soft serve frozen yogurt, and a lot of dairy-free options. It's a fun place for everybody.
But at night, a hidden door that looks like a bookcase unveils a beautifully restored Prohibition-era speakeasy, transporting guests to the 1920s. A place where live bands play jazz and blues and where people can be surrounded by the reminders of the Roaring '20s. When the DeVito brothers bought the building, they didn't know the basement, with its 12-foot ceilings, was an actual speakeasy from 1920 to 1933. It went unnoticed for 85 years.
This one is legit. You know, you're standing or sitting in a place where people were hiding from the cops 100 years ago.
As they started to look around, they found artifacts from that time and even found the escape route.
We found out that this is the way they would get out. So you'd come through here, and we're underneath the shoe repair guy, and then out his back door to freedom.
Nick says nothing went to waste when restoring the speakeasy. Pieces of the old tin wall coverings are now on the cover of their menus, so each guest can have a piece of history in their hands.
When we heard about the history, we really wanted to bring it back, and people love it.
Other than spirits being served up at the bar, the place has seen its share of supernatural sightings.
We have had things move around, which we have on film, because there's always cameras everywhere. Glasses have moved. I think we had a menorah on the shelf that moved.
The speakeasy is open on Friday and Saturday nights starting at 7 p.m. Guests can ask for a tour of the speakeasy or just simply enjoy the live music, drinks, and atmosphere as you're taken back in time. Whether you're savoring a scoop of ice cream upstairs or a crafted cocktail downstairs, Charlotte's can be on your list of your next road trip close to home. In Farmingdale, Antoinette Biordi, News 12.
I can definitely say cheers to that. What a great place to check out. Now to how you can immerse yourself in art the high-tech way. Think 2 masters and 1 unforgettable experience. Monet and Van Gogh's most beloved works are being reimagined through immersive technology. Photojournalist Lori Golias takes us through fields of flowers and the French countryside.
An immersive experience is something you have to feel from the inside. You have to be in it to see it, to believe it, and that's something that's quite unique. Beyond Van Gogh and Beyond Monet are an immersive experience that allows the audience to literally set foot into these artists' work. It's an incredible experience where all of these incredible paintings that you might already be familiar with are just swirling around you all over the floor and all over the walls. It's just something that is ironically very hard to describe. So once you get to the exhibit, you have what we call the introduction hall. So on your left side, you have Monet, and on your right side, you have Van Gogh. And so you have 2 paths where you get to learn a little bit more about each of these artists, read quotes from them also, because there's nothing like hearing the voice of the person themselves to really have a feel for what their heart was like. Then you get into the immersive space, the infinity room, where it's just these folded canvas that just ensconce you in this incredible world of painting that just swirls and is dynamic around you. This is where all the magic happens. This is based on Impression Sunrise, which is really the painting that started it all. That's the painting that got the Impressionist movement named out of scorn from a very scornful French critic. It's the fantasy of being inside the work you know and love. And if you don't know anything, it's about discovering it in such a brand new way. And this is one of my favorite scenes actually, because it's called the almond blossom. So each petal is taken from the painting itself, and so that you feel these really seamless petals are just floating all around you. The great thing about a show like this is that it is truly for everyone. You can take the whole family, whole generation, from the grandparents to the toddlers. Everybody will find something interested, the teenager, the parents, everyone.
From that cool spot, we are off to the cinema. There's a bar in Brooklyn where film scenes flicker across the walls, cocktails come with a twist of Hollywood, and the scent of buttery popcorn floats through the air. It's part theater, part speakeasy, and all magic.
Step into Cinemixology room and you're instantly transported into the fascinating world of film.
People can enjoy cinema in a different way through flavors and through stories.
The flicker of silent films on the wall sets the stage. The sound of movie soundtracks fill the air. And the smell of fresh popcorn lets you know this isn't just any bar.
So it's mostly like an experience full of senses.
Each cocktail is a nod to a classic scene or character in a movie.
A very popular movie is The Truman Show. I want to reflect the stairs, like the last scene of the movie. So I found only the cucumber to make it as the stairs. So that's why I create like the whole cocktail based on cucumber.
All of them are thoughtfully crafted by Basel Shihab, whose journey from interior designer to mixologist is reflected in every corner of this speakeasy.
I moved to New York from Damascus, Syria back in 2015 during the war. I usually work as an interior designer, but I'm a big fan of cinema.
Every cocktail comes with a card with a quote from the director of the film it's inspired by.
You taste the movie.
And if you feel inspired, you can fill out one of these cards and suggest some movies that you think should be turned into cocktails. And if that cocktail is picked, you could be invited to try it for free. In Williamsburg, Shakti Dennis.
From that salty popcorn to the sweet taste of cinnamon rolls, we're rushing over to a bakery, taking over social media, and yes, it lives up to the hype. One bite of the gooey goodness, and we're ready to reroute every road trip from now on.
Who said Sunday mornings can't happen every day of the week?
Everybody like to get together with the family.
We have about 10 rotating flavors throughout the day.
With Sunday morning, owners Armando Liriadco and Ahmet Karanbay are creating a space that feels like a warm hug with a single sweet item.
It's just cinnamon rolls, and everybody likes cinnamon rolls, you know, we got lucky with that.
Not just any cinnamon roll, their cinnamon rolls.
When we make cinnamon rolls at home, we give them out to the neighbors.
They say cooking is for business, baking is done with love.
Well, it's like the one thing that we bake on our days off.
We don't cook in the home, we bake in the home.
So good, people pour in seconds after doors open.
Blueberry lemon.
They are big, they are fluffy, and they are oh so good.
Okay, this definitely lives up to the expectation. I'm talking airy, soft, warm, and mouth-watering. No wonder everyone I hear pass by says they're taking one to go.
So I think when you eat it, people are surprised, like, I ate two. How did I eat two?
Here, it's never Monday blues or Sunday scaries. It always feels like Sunday morning.
The cinnamon and the brokenness, and when our guests arrive here, I want them to smell that in the air.
From New York City, I'm Angelica Truno.
He said he likes blueberries, so let's try blueberry.
On this road trip close to home.
Meet our new favorite road trip snack. Sushi, but make it Italian. At Uncle G's, they've done the unthinkable, and we are so here for it. They took your favorite Italian flavors, prosciutto, pepperoni, and pesto, and all that goodness, and rolled them up in fresh house-made mozzarella. It's like Nono went to Tokyo and came back with some great ideas. Bold, beautiful, and totally bite-sized. This is Italian sushi, and it's giving, why didn't I think of that? So skip the soy sauce, grab a drizzle of balsamic, and dive in. Italian sushi at Uncle G's is amore at first bite. Welcome back to Road Trip, everyone. If you are looking for a coastal escape with timeless charm, get ready because we're heading to Norwalk, where history, nature, and harbor views come together.
Off the coast of Norwalk sits 53 acres known as Sheffield Island, with its 156-year-old beacon by the sea.
So this is how you get to the lighthouse.
Welcome to Sheffield.
We're welcome with a stunning osprey nest.
Absolutely.
When was it built?
It was this house was built in 1868.
Gershom Smith, his wife, and 12 children lived in this small cottage on the island in the early 1800s. Smith was the first lighthouse keeper. By the late 1850s, Connecticut had become a bustling center for trade. So in 1867, Congress ordered a new lighthouse be built.
And is it granite that it's made of?
It's made out of granite. All the stone came out of Southington, Connecticut, out of the quarries there. And the building itself is stone, but the tower is cast iron.
How many times a night would a guy do this?
At least 2 to 3 times.
He would come up these
Now understand, yeah. There's 50 steps from the base all the way to the tower.
He'd do it.
And he would have to go with a 5-gallon pail of kerosene at least 3 times a night to fill the lamp.
So he would fill...
He would fill the basin here.
The base?
All right, and then that's what the chimney is. This is basically a chimney.
Oh, it's gorgeous. The point of this ledge, though, which
It's basically so they can wash the windows.
And the reason why you had to wash the windows was
to keep the glass clear so that mariners could see the light.
This lighthouse was not only made in Connecticut, but it's maintained here by Connecticut residents. Tell me why that's so important.
It has such an important role in the commerce in the city of Norwalk. All the materials that they're used for manufacturing and those finished products were moved in and out of the harbor, so they had to have a guiding light.
Sheffield Light was decommissioned in 1904. It no longer guides mariners, but thanks to the Norwalk Seaport Association, it still stands as a once guardian by the sea.
How do we top that? Well, we head to a private estate of heiress and philanthropist Doris Duke. Today, Duke Farms is a 1,000-acre living lab where nature, beauty, and sustainability thrive. So come walk, bike, taste, and learn.
Welcome to Duke Farms. Duke Farms is close to 3,000 acres, right in the heart of central New Jersey, in Hillsborough Township, and this is a place for connection of people to nature. There's lots to do here. We have over 14 miles of trails, from paved walking trails, gravel paths, and you can walk, you can bike, you can explore on your own, or you can sign up for a specific program, whether it's on wildflower identification or stream health. So we have lots of programming for the public to enjoy.
And one of the most frequently visited spots on campus, and probably my favorite, is right here inside the Orchid Range greenhouse, which is powered by 100% clean electricity.
This amazing place, which is our Orchid Range, which houses a collection of orchids that originated with Doris Duke. She was a big lover of horticulture, and we continue on in that legacy and homage to her and her love of orchids. So this is one of our visitor amenities that people are free to access when they're here at Duke Farms. I think especially nowadays, in terms of people's lives and very busy and a lot of stressors, there's no better stress release than enjoying nature. And this is a place where you can really get immersed in nature, and it's for all ages and all abilities.
It is just a delicious time of year. We're talking about strawberry season, and nothing says summer like a day in the sun picking the juiciest berries straight from the vine. It's sweet, simple fun for all ages. And once you've had a fresh picked strawberry, there is no going back. From Connecticut to Long Island to New Jersey and even here in the Hudson Valley, there are pick-your-own farms all over the tri-state. So grab a basket, pack a hat, and hit the road, because the best kind of souvenir is the one you can snack on. Strawberry season is short and oh so sweet, so go taste summer while it lasts.
Smile and have fun on the cloud. Bye-bye.
This is gonna be awesome!
get ready to soar in the sky. The Flash Vertical Velocity is an all-new super boomerang coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. It is a first of its kind in North America. This high-speed thrill ride launches you forward, backward, and straight into the heart-pounding twists and drops at 60 miles per hour. If you're brave enough,
well, you know what, without further ado, let's hit it, Brandon, let's go!
Like our Mike Rizzo.
So this is 72 feet. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
Now here we
That
go!
wasn't that bad. What do you mean, here we go?
You can experience a zero-gravity roll and a 180-degree twisted drop and so much more. The Flash Vertical Velocity is now open at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. Well, more and more Americans are hitting the road this summer. In a recent poll, 71% of travelers say they plan to take a summer road trip. Whether it's a quick getaway or a longer scenic loop, people are choosing shorter, budget-friendly adventures that still deliver big on memories. Smart travelers are doing it the way we all know best: windows down, playlist up, and the open road ahead. All right, here's a question for you. What happens when the genius of the past meets the tech of the future? Maestos and the Machines is a new exhibit at Mercer Labs, and it's like nothing you've ever seen. Da Vinci, Mozart, and other icons are reimagined through cutting-edge tech, immersive sound, and interactive art that moves, responds, and evolves. The 36,000 square feet of mind-blowing creativity is a place where art and innovation collide. Past meets future, and you're in the middle of it. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Salvadorini. So nice to have you with us here on Road Trip. Our next stop, Brewster's own time capsule, where a historic town hall unlocks the stories of the past.
Brewster is rich in history and in culture. Our next stop, the Southeast Museum on Main Street.
This is the history of Brewster and the town of Southeast. This is the old town hall. 1896, used to house a jail, police department, a teen canteen upstairs, theater. We get lots of artifacts that people have found while excavating land, lots of bottles, and just some true treasures. This is an art exhibit called Revolutionary Visions. We have minerals from the Tilly Foster mine. The Tilly Foster mine was the largest open pit on Earth. We have artifacts of Seth B. Howe's and his circus, and the railroad, because the train stopped here, and that's how we got the name. Walter Brewster's station became Brewster. Tickets, uniforms, signal lights.
Walter Brewster bought the land. He built a railroad station here, and you could connect it to the other three industries because stuff moved by the train.
We love to give tours. These are just what a home in Brewster would look like well over 100 years ago with the sewing machine. This is a spectacular Victrola here. The history, when it was the hub of the Harlem Valley, and the hotels and just the industries, the railroad, the circus, the mining industry, I learned something new every day. It's a small museum, but it's just, we have a staff of the most dedicated curators and educators, and just put our heart into it.
There's so much to see here. It's quite a variety.
I just learned little pieces of history, and they all fit together like a puzzle. And that's Brewster. Anything to bring history to the community and create more community ties is what we're all about.
And remember, for all the information that you need to visit any of the places that we feature right here on Road Trip, be sure to check out our easy-to-use guide on the News 12 app. And if you happen to have a road trip idea for us, all you need to do is send me a direct message on Instagram at LisaSal12. Until next time, safe travels and be sure to enjoy the ride.